Would you date an opposite-sex version of yourself? Why and why not? That loser. Carrot, 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 maybe. By far the simplest and best response. Absolutely. Assuming there's any physical attraction, we enjoy the same things, have similar standards, care about the same people, it'd be a good match. Are all of my traits awesome for dating? No, but I of all people can understand them and where she'd be coming from. And no one is more used to living with me and the consequences of that than I am, monsieur. It's a good deal, I think. At worst, we both learn a lot about ourselves and we grow as people. I think it'd work out, but if it didn't, well, it was fun trying. Hey, that's not how this works. You can't just take a mature and worldly stance on NSFW sexy AskReddit question, no sir. Only jokes and middle school advice for me, please. Oops, my bad. I'd date me because I'd get to stick my pee-pee in my girl version's butt. Fuck yeah, self-cest is best-cest. When go fuck yourself becomes a preferred outcome. Two shy people, neither of whom is ready to speak first. Not likely. This. And even if we spoke, that first kiss would never happen. Hell no. Even I don't have that low of standards. I agree. In fact, I think you both could do better. I actually did, for a while, date a girl that was like my mirror copy. Not physically, but personality, worldview, attitude, opinions. Met at college. Hit it off amazingly. Had so much in common. Literally completing each other's sentences from get-go. Living the dream, monsieur. But over the years, it ruined our relationship. It was an echo chamber. If there ever was a situation I couldn't handle, she couldn't either, and it would blow up. I couldn't appreciate the good in her, because I was used to it in myself. Went our separate ways shortly after college. I still remember our time together fondly. But unless you both are the perfect human being, that kind of relationship doesn't work. I've been married to a woman that completes me for 11 plus years, and your response was the closest to what I attribute to our success. I'm brash and take risks while she is measured and cautious, but we find a way to make it work and fill in each other's grooves and dings. I think dating myself would be a wild ride but ultimately be destructive. I need exactly the traits my wife brings to the table, which is why we work so well together. Yeah, she'd probably know all the best taco places. Doesn't that imply that you already know all the best taco places? That knowledge doesn't stack. You either know them or you don't. Maybe your logic is sound, but at least we'd never argue about it. I'm already horrible enough as is. The world isn't ready for trouble. Make it double. Okay Team Rocket, calm down. Lol, no. I did the girl Snapchat filter and I looked exactly like my sister. Plus I'm gay anyways. If you're gay, then would you date yourself? Lol, no. Last time I checked the mirror I looked exactly like myself. Sure, I get along great with myself. The major downside would be, though, there would be no covering for each other's weaknesses and complementing each other's strengths. After being in a relationship with someone I had nothing in common with, it'd be cool if I had my depression under control. I'd date me LMAO. That's where I'm at right now. Opposites attract and all that, but similar people stick around a hell of a lot longer. A female version of me is exactly what I'm looking for anyways. In terms of personality, we'd do great together. Finally, someone who understands what I mean when I say, spend time alone together. Ideally, she'd be as into building random shit as I am, monsieur, not to mention doing hallucinations with myself would be pretty fun. Now, the problem would be that I'm a pretty shallow person. I'm not bad looking, so hopefully she wouldn't be either. But it's possible she may decide that I'm not hot enough. Or maybe she'll look just like me. And even if I'm not a bad-looking dude, I'd make an ugly woman. That's literally what I'm looking for in a woman. Yeah, TBH, that'd be awesome, but I feel like a narcissistic asshole saying that, lol. I'm a narcissistic asshole as is. And even I feel a little too navel-gazy when I admit that yes. I'd 100% instantly date a theoretical, you, beef underscore taco. Yes, because he'd have a job and love to cuddle. That describes 90% of the dating pool. You can have more than those two things. That was a double-edged statement. Saying both that I don't have those things now, and that those things are all I have to offer. How big are my tits? Same size as your moobs. You didn't have to murder him like that. Breast size, shape are primarily determined by genetics. So, look at what kind of boobs your mom or sister has to get an idea of what they would be like if you were born female instead of male. Fuck you for making me think of my sister's boobs. Her breasts are perky and her ass be twerky. As a gay guy, I'd have to say no. As a lesbian, it might be cool to grow my own beard. No way. If I ever made him mad, he would start doing the silent treatment. I then do a silent treatment when I realize I was receiving the silent treatment. We would both die without ever talking to each other again, without even knowing exactly why that was. Honestly, this just emphasizes why the silent treatment doesn't work. Nope. We'd technically be brother, sister. Plus we'd have exactly the same background, history, with exactly the same thoughts, etc. That sounds incredibly boring. The fact that my wife is her own person, with unique perspectives, is a big part of why I like her so much. This is my thought, as well. Honestly surprised so many people are saying that they would. It seems boring to date someone so similar to yourself. I think I'm a fun, well-rounded individual, who has my life put together. I'd totally love to hang out with me. Plus, having the same views on money management would be a great bonus. The money management would be huge for me. I'm an accountant, so I'm super anal about my personal finance. Sharing long-term money goals would be great as well. Nosh would be a fucking nutcase. We'd be so fucking petty towards one another. No, I generally rely on other people to keep the conversation going. With two me's, it's gonna be a whole lot of silence. Yeah, I like that, too. Cool. Cool cool. Quote quote. So, what did you do last night? Sleep. Dang. Me, too. Well, right. Then there are people like me. Other me. How was your day? Me. Yes. Plot twist. The opposite sex version of yourself looks exactly the same as you except for the genitals. Double yes then. Who do the genitals look like? A miniature Danny DeVito. So it's a yes then? I see this as an absolute win. No, she would not have her shit together. No, my wife would be opposed. What if it was a foursome with you and your female doppelganger and your wife and her male doppelganger? I know this was the only logical continuation, but it's still unsettling. Pros. According to apps, the game version of me is attractive. The sex would be wild since I'm assuming we both want similar things. I'd always have someone to play games with and we'd be fairly evenly matched in most things. My wife hates dogs. Female clone of me would have all the GSP, foxhounds, and blue tick coonhounds you can imagine running around in a pack. Our dream house would be our dream house. Not both of us compromising and both left-winning. I have good genes in general. Naturally athletic build. Naturally smart. No cavities until my alcohol stage at college. Just in general very lucky with my body and brain with no effort to maintain. And siblings are the same. I'd have to imagine that would carry forward into kids. We'd be amazing at saving money. I saved up $20K over a couple years at $10 an hour, which equates to spending almost nothing. Diet of meatballs wrapped in tortillas is astonishingly cheap. Cons. We'd both share memes with each other all day, and both be really disappointed that the only response we get is, "Seen that one already." Not shy, but fairly shy at times. With neither of us forcing it. We'd end up staying in at home and never doing anything. Dude, I'm already essentially dating the male version of myself and can confirm I'm disappointed when he's seen 90% of the memes I send. Hi monsieur. Hell yes. Same interests. same hobbies, same mindset. It would be perfect. Only downside would be that neither of us would be able to cook. No one else wants to sleep with me, so I'd pity fuck myself. In terms of physical appearance, hell no. Personality-wise though, well actually still gonna have to pass. No, cause I'm gay. So many of us are replying the same. Op forgot about us. Yeah sure, but it's gonna be ruined after our first fight. The bitch knows all my insecurities. I'm a female. Certainly yes. It's good to share same interests, same moral and same weak sides. He wouldn't be annoyed because of things I do. And I wouldn't be mad at hi monsieur, or he wouldn't assume me to do thing I hate and vice versa. He'd always look good, never smoke or get drunk as fucking pig. Yes, the perfect boyfriend for me is me. But in male body, I don't think having the same weaknesses is a good thing. Neither of you are good at money management. You're gonna fight about money constantly. Both of you hate doing the dishes. You're gonna fight about there always being a sink full of dishes. Neither of you can make quick decisions. Guess what you're having for dinner every night? I don't know. What do you want? Quote. Well, it can be. For example, I like being very honest in relationships. Like Tar's level of honesty. So that would make dealing with our common weaknesses so much easier. But unfortunately, in a turn of events, you liking the opposite gender means he likes the same gender and you've just got a gay crush who clone zoned you. I do. I'm happy. She is happy too. We'd either get along famously or hate each other completely. Either way the sex would be good. Oh hell no. My husband balances me out. Two anxiety and caffeine-fueled control freaks in a relationship is asking for trouble. I'm not trying to date someone who cheats all of the time. Hold up. This thread just reinforces what a piece of shit I am. Because I would definitely not date myself. Especially not a female version. I'd be overweight, grumpy, underaccomplished, and unkempt. At least you have self-awareness though, lol. That's a positive. Probably not. I tend to clash terribly with similar personalities. I can only imagine the fireworks that'd come from interacting with a personality that's exactly the same. Nope. Our combined laziness would guarantee nothing ever gets accomplished. Well, no. First because I'm married. And second because, since I'm an identical twin, I already know how me ends up. More or less. I'd love to talk to said person, compare notes, and just generally chit-chat. My wife would probably find it equal parts fascinating and freaky. But no, not dating. Just good friends. My son would love the new auntie though. I'd bet. Why not? Plenty of reasons. You can't have kids. Any negative attributes you have would be multiplied. You would have little contrast to highlight where you should improve. Weird as hell trying to explain to people how you are dating your clone. Sure, you would agree on most things. You might have a hell of a time compromising on things you don't. No exploration of the other person could result in a very extreme case of ennui. I for one would be happy to be close friends or even roommates with a clone. But I don't think it would work out as a partnership. Greater than you can't have kids. Whoa, calm down Satan. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.